Now we're going to start the next turn. First player token moves over. Everything unexhausts. We get our endurance back. Our endurance back. We have to roll body control checks. We'll start with Hilbert. Rolls a 14, so he failed his body control roll, so he does not get that endurance card back. An 8 for Arbosh. Body control is a 10, so he actually does, in fact, get that card back, which is awesome. We will start with Hilbert. Draws 2 cards. Ooh, that's a good one. So we got Protective Amulet, which we have just seen that. Then we've got Strengthening. It's a chant, but it will allow us to draw a card and heal for 2 health. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Gosh. Alright, so as much as I don't... Alright, we're going to get rid of... I think we're going to get rid of Protective Amulet, which I do like, but the idea of having health. So we're going to use that for endurance for him. And... I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Sleight of Hand, which is the archery enhanced stat. Just because, yes, the Sling Stones are great, but if I can get the animal form out, I would rather play this card that I do have that's going to give +2 to the melee to help that hit, since it is a significantly higher damage card. I feel like that's probably a more efficient way to do that. So, takes care of his 2 cards and his 2 endurance cards. So, then we're going to draw 2 for our boy. And we go. Alright, well, we got the Orc Nose Axe. 1d6 plus 5 melee. Which is awesome. However, we also drew Curse of the Werewolf. Place this card next to your hero. The hero to your right loses according to the number of Curse of Werewolf cards next to your hero. Alright, so let's just amount of places to place it. I'm just going to put it right here. So that means on the first card, Hilbert loses 1d6. It's a 4. I'm going to assume, since it's not technically a combat roll, that I don't get dodge. So he's going to go to 23 health. And all of a sudden, that heal card just became a lot more beneficial. Then we're going to... Gosh, I would really like to protect... the chainmail, but I want to get some endurance cards out. Well, let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total. We really need 3 on a turn to do a normal attack and the special attack. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Alright, there we go. So, Hilbert, let's do this. Alright, so let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 9 endurance. So, first endurance. Strengthening. And I'm going to go ahead and pay the endurance for the card at the end because I don't want to keep it. Then I'm going to pay the 1 to use it. That's draw a card. And that gives us magical aptitude. Add 2 to your hero's. Add 2 to your hero's magic. And we get to heal 2, so that's going to put us at 25. Then we got 6. So then we're going to spend 2 to attempt the special attack. Hero action, attack with a 10, that's a stealth check, and that is a failure, so we don't get anything for that. Then we're going to pay $2 to play magical aptitude. That adds 2 more to our hero's magic. 14, that's going to be 16. And I guess he's going to attack with a swarm of hornets. Pay 1. That's going to be, again, 11, 14, 16, 12, so that is technically a hit. You can roll the damage. That's 11, but again, that's only going to take 1 off of the werewolf. Still have 1 card, and there's nothing I can do with 1 card. So let's go over to Arbosh next. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So remember, he's got 9 endurance. So we're going to pay 5 of that to put out the Orc Nose Axe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That down there. Then we're going to spend 2. Just going to leave him 2 to make the check on the stealth for this action. He does make that. He's going to roll to attack a 12. That is a success. So the werewolf loses 1 more life. And then he's going to spend 1 more to attack, and he's going to attack the murder of, no, he's going to attack the barn cat. No, he's going to attack the murder of crows with his orc-nosed axe. 10 easily hits. They don't have a dodge. It's going to roll damage. It's 1d6 plus 5. At this point it's academic because the 5 is already enough to kill one of these, so one of those tokens goes away. And that takes care of them. And that takes care of everything he can do. So his 1 card is going to go back. So now, fun stuff. He's going to, we're going to go to the enemies. So the werewolf goes first. It's a 10 on his first attack. Region, oh my gosh. He heals himself for 1. Of course he does. What else would he do? Second attack is a 6. That's a normal attack. The hero with the most damage. So who's got the least life? 25. Oh, that's going to be Arbosh. Yeah, with 18. Takes 1d6 plus 4. And he does not have. So that's 3. So that would be he takes 7. I don't think we're going to be able to do this, guys. Putting him to 11. That takes care of his attacks. The Barn Cat goes. A 3, the hero with the fewest. Wow. Hero with the fewest damage suffers 1d6 plus 1. That's going to be Hilbert. And he does not have a way to block that. And of course I would roll 6, which means he takes 7. That's a really nasty Barn Cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is down to 18. And the Crows, 17. That's a nothing. So that is completed. We remove a time counter. And that is 2 counters left. At 2, we draw an event card. Tentacle attack. A random hero must make a stealth roll to get away from the tentacle. Alright, so a random hero. Here's the bag with our heroes in it. Gonna give her a shuffle. Only 2. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Arbosh. Alright. He is going to make a stealth roll. Oh man. Let's hope he makes it. His stealth is 8. 13. Nope, he failed. In the event of a failure, place 3 grabbed counters on the hero. Give me 1 second. I think I forgot to pull those out because it is kind of a. Those are specific counters. I remember seeing these counters. There they are. So, tentacle, tentacle, tentacle. Alright, and we can put this on here because that's actually for his. 3 tentacle counters. 1, 2, 3. And what do those counters do? At the start of each turn, the hero. Put these back in here. There we go. Start of each turn, the hero suffers 1d6 damage. Things are going from bad to worse, folks. Afterwards, 1 grabbed counter is removed without the option to dodge. So we need to give it a chance to dodge. So, yeah. Nice. So, yeah. So that takes care of everybody at the end of that combat round. We switch starting players. The new round begins. Everything unexhausts. Everything unexhausts for everybody. We get our endurance, except for the first one, so we're going to roll that body control check. Hilbert failed it. Arbosh, body control check is a 3, so he'll actually get that one back. Boom, boom, boom. Then we're going to draw 2 cards. Let's start with Arbosh. Whoa. Oh gosh. What was he at? I just moved it. He was at 11. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to make much of a difference. He's going to draw 2 cards. We got throwing daggers. That's a ranged attack. and a protect 1, and make the attacker reroll the damage. Actually, I think since we have so much endurance on him, to get that protect out, I think we're just not going to do anything, and we're going to leave him as is with no endurance cards added. That's going to give us a little extra attack. For Hilbert, he draws 2, 1, 2. We have Danger Sense. An opponent that just made an attack must reroll the damage. We've seen that one before, I think. And then Sickle. That is a melee attack. 1d6 plus 2. I don't know. I think I'm going to use both of these for endurance, because I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be 11, which sounds like a lot, but I can be using it to get some fate points. I'm going to need it to do this, to play some heavy cards, whatever I draw. Yeah, so we're going to use those 2 for him. So let's start with our boy Arbosh. So first thing we're going to do, you know, this doesn't really matter. We just got to remember we got to do that every turn. So I'm just going to, instead of keeping this card separate, let me read this again. Where's it at? It's the environment card. Every hero sees an adventure card placed next to his hero card. Place a body control counter on the first endurance card of each hero. When this endurance card is readied, the hero must make a body control roll. Oh, so the first, we got to use it every turn. So I've probably been screwing that up. That's, oh well. Now we know. Right. So he's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 9 endurance. So definitely 3 of that. 1, 2, 3. Set those to the side. It's going to be his wooden shield and throwing daggers. Which leaves him with this resolute. That's the life get back. So we're going to spend 2 more to attempt our control, our stealth. This is the hero action attack with silverware. Make a stealth roll. We were actually successful. Make an attack roll. That's a 1. So that's a critical success. So we get this. Finally, he gets 1. Oh, wait a minute. I've already screwed up. Got to do his tentacle attack. Yep. He gets a 1d6 damage. He takes 5 from the first tentacle. That takes him down to 6. This may be his last turn. And we'll put that, I guess, right here. Alright, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, that was a successful attack. So, boom, 1 off there. Then he's going to pay 1 to use the Orc Nose Axe. No, he's going to pay 1 to use the throwing daggers. It's a ranged attack to attempt to do 1 damage to those pesky crows. He rolled a 19, which is a miss. He's going to pay 1 to use the Orc Nose Axe against the against the Barn Cat. It's a 6. Cool, easy hit. The Barn Cat, well, we'll roll his damage. It's a D6 plus 5. But the Barn Cat does get a dodge roll, and its dodge is 10. It rolled a 2. So it only took half the damage, but it rolled a 6 damage, so at 11, it's going to take 5. Because I think it's damage rounded. Oh man, is it damage rounded down or up? It's the first time I've attacked something with dodge. Everything else has not had it. So damage, you do the half and then round it up is how much damage they would take. Half your damage rounded up. Okay. So it's going to take 6. Boom. Alright. And it kind of works out because then we have a shield here in case it gets hit. And I think, gosh, that's all I can do. So, Brother Hilbert is going to pay 2 immediately to attempt this check. It's a stealth check. He rolled a 10. That is above his stealth, so that was a no-go. Then we're going to pay 1 to use strengthening. Draw 1 card and heal 2. So here's our 1 card. We get a free action admonition. Play this card after a hero lost health due to an opponent's attack. This opponent may not make any more attacks in the current turn. I mean, that might could stop the werewolf, maybe. We heal for 2. So we go to 20, which is awesome. Then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we paid 1. Alright, so then we're going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set those aside. Out comes animal form, animal shape. Alright. That is a liturgical chant. Now, knowing that, I know I've got to pay 1 to keep that and 1 for the strengthening. So I'm going to go ahead and pay those so I don't forget that. And that leaves me with 1, which will definitely be the swarm of hornets. So that's all of my endurance. And it's going to be a magic attack, which again is a 16. 5, so that is a hit. There's no dodge, no defense. I could roll the damage. Again, it's purely academic because it is a magic attack, which means that our werewolf takes 1 more. Whew. Hi, Chihuahua. And, yeah, that's it. That's all they can do. All the endurance is spent. Everybody's paid up over here with Hilbert, so all of his chants remain in effect. And now we do the henchman. Start with the werewolf. He's going to again get 2 attacks. His first attack is a 3. The starting hero suffers 1d6 plus 3. Oh my gosh. So that's a 2. So that would be 5. I could make it a 4 potentially. He's got 6 health left. Why not? So we'll make it a 4 using our shield. He has 2 left. And yep, you guessed it, because he did that, another curse of the werewolf is shuffled into his deck. So that's the card is added. I'm shuffling. I'm shuffling. I'm shuffling. I'm shuffling. Shuffling. Just trying to make sure I get this thing shuffled up really well. Hoping that I don't have to do that. Alright. Right, so that's the 2 attacks. The barn cat goes next. A 2, the hero with the fewest wounds. That's going to be Hilbert. Suffers 1d6 plus 1. That's 5. He gets his dodge roll, which is a 5 plus 1 for the fortress debris. That's a 6. Critical fail. Wow. So he definitely takes the 5, which takes him down to 15. And he's going to lose a random card. He's got 2 cards. 1 through 3 will be the add to my melee. 4 through 6 will be this admonition card. That's a 6. And so this card is discarded. Admonition. And then we do the murder of crows. A 13. That is a nothing. And that takes care of that. Just trying to make sure that I keep up with everything. 1 time goes away. Oh man. Nothing happens at 1 time. And yeah. First player token passes back to Hilbert. And we would start